The crew assembled in the cavern. Having no patience for the fanfare he would normally indulge, Mark ordered his underlings to power up the T420. With just a glance and a nod, General Sorscale ordered the coordinates set to the year 2203 of the Thornian record, that year being the height of prosperity in Paragon City and the true beginning of Shell Corp's utilisation of Shelinium. Eager to play their parts, Goldie Degar and Lieutenant Elion stepped towards the T420, ready to carry out the missions they had been given by Mark Tortuga. They would represent the first step towards time-spanning domination. On the other side lay a place technically the same, but totally different. Still vibrant and lush with vegetation, and most importantly, flush with Shelinium. For General Sorscale, long a student of military history, the goals were timeless. Secure food, fuel, and survival, along with a healthy dose of revenge. Elion would focus on the former, while Goldie followed Mark's instructions to locate Albert Green and Mark's own grandfather, Shelley Tortuga. The lieutenant would be the first to make the mind-bending journey. So devoted to Mark Tortuga and Shellcorp, he faced the unknown without hesitation. The lieutenant entered the central tube and awaited the power of this fantastic creation. With all three control panels activated, the machine glowed with the essence of Shelinium. The cavern shook from the power, then in an instant, Elion was gone. Now it was Goldie's turn. There were far more theatrics contained within her show of devotion. After sharing a passionate, over-the-top goodbye with Mark, she too entered the central tube of the T420. From inside, the chamber seemed barely able to contain the energy. The sensation was indescribable. Just as the power of the device felt overwhelming, she was transported in a literal blink of an eye to a Nanotopia of the past. The two found themselves standing on a prior version of the Paragon Plains. Before their eyes sat Paragon City, in all its previous beauty. A wonder of technology still able to exist in harmony with the natural world around it. The antithesis of everything Mark stood for. In the opposite direction was Lieutenant Elion's destination, the Shell. Having recently become fully operational, it too was a sight to behold. The agents of evil traversed the plains in opposite directions. Both time-travelling operatives able to expertly blend into their surroundings in very different, yet very effective ways. Elion's chameleon totem provided him the perfect set of skills for a mission of this kind. For the tactics he would deploy, patience would be the most important virtue. His armour allowing him to become invisible to the eye. This made his movement almost impossible to detect due to his combat and recon training. Blending in, just outside the entrance to the Shell, he would simply wait for the doors to open and walk in. By far the easiest way of bypassing their security. The lieutenant didn't have to wait long for his opportunity. In a surreal moment, the great Shelley Tortuga came strolling towards the Shell. Given the state of Nanotopia at the time, he moved freely through the world with no security in sight. As Shelley passed, Elion began to trail slowly behind him, slyly entering through the front door on the heels of a legend. Once inside, the lieutenant was overwhelmed by the action contained within the freshly constructed megastructure. Though the layout was mostly the same, the interior was vastly different. Bustling enthusiasm flowing throughout the Shell was entirely alien to Elion, having known nothing but fear and vengeance inside the structure from his time. Before his eyes, Lieutenant Elion was witnessing the creation of history. As he silently moved through the interior of the structure, the number of projects being worked on was astounding. From key refinements to the greenprint and orb fusion devices, evolving armour armours, and various new implements to be put to use by greensmiths, the amount of innovation currently taking place was truly astounding. With so much to take in and report back to Mark Tortuga, the lieutenant settled into his mission.